Hello, everyone. This is Money Mom. Welcome to the channel. I haven't used StreamYard in a while, and I decided to use StreamYard today for a Q&A video. So let's get started and talk about it. A couple months ago, I asked on my community tab, and I can go back and find it, what you guys would like to see. I've done a lot of the requested videos, but Saturday is going to be mostly for requested videos. If there is something you want me to do, send me an email, and my email is at, you can just go look under my community tab or my about page and you'll find my email me some ideas. That way I can keep it in a folder in my email, so that way I can do some of those requested videos on Saturday for you. So I wanted to let you guys know that. So I've got some questions that a viewer asked, and she asked quite a few questions. And then I've got a couple additional questions that I keep getting asked over and over and over and over and over again, even though I've mentioned it on videos. So hopefully this will clear it up that I have answered these questions. So I'm going to start with the first question that was asked is, do I do any kind of volunteer work? Yes, I do. I do make phone calls for AARP, friendly voice call, and I check in on senior citizens and see how they're doing. I really enjoy that. I would like to spend more time doing that because I love it and I get to talk to people all over the United States. So that is one thing I do. And I love working from home. I am a homebody. And so this allows me to be at home. So the older I get, the more I love being in my home. Let me know if any of you are like that. Okay, number two. One of the questions was, what are some of your very best food deals that you've ever gotten? Well, I haven't gotten that many excellent food deals in the last several years. I will just say this. I used to be an extreme couponer, and then the show Extreme Couponing came out and ruined it for everyone. But in our area, we used to have double and triple coupons, and then I would be able to go to several different stores. And I remember I used to go to Super Target, and they'd have a Target generator. And this is the deal I'll mention to you guys. And you could print off coupons, and you could use a in-store coupon and a manufactured coupon. And I remember that A&W root beer was on sale for $1.99 a 12 pack. Do you guys remember when pop went on sale for $1.99 a 12 pack? That seems like many moons ago, right? Well, what I did is I had the Target generated coupon and a manufacturer coupon, and so it made it free, and I got a bunch of them. You might say, well, gosh, what'd you do with them? We just saved a couple for our family. What I did is I gave them to different people in the store and staff so that everybody can enjoy it. That's one thing. When I did extreme couponing, I didn't just wipe the shelves clean. I donated a lot. I saved for what our family used. I donated, gave to people, made care packages, things like that. So I shared a lot of my abundance. And also the stores did have rules like you can only get two, things like that. So when I say extreme couponer, it wasn't extreme like the TV show, but that was one of the best deals. I used to get cereal for like 50 cents a box, 25 cents a box. And then there were some meat clearance deals that I would get that would be incredible. So those were some of the deals, but I used to save like 70% after my coupons. I got a lot. And then CVS and Walgreens and their deals. Walgreens had a rebate program. I would get tons of free deals. CVS had fantastic deals with their Care Buck program. And there was, for 3 years, I didn't have to buy any personal care items, so it was really a lot of fun. I miss those days of extreme couponing. Is anyone with me? And I actually loved couponing. It was a huge hobby of mine. I could go on the whole video about that, but I'm going to go to number three. What makes me happy? Sum it up in a nutshell: being around other happy people. I I wish I wouldn't, but I do tend to pick up other people's energies. And some people are, as we know, energy vampires, and some people are joyful and fun. I love to laugh and have a good time. I love to be silly. I love being around babies and animals. I enjoy being around young people. Like I love being around teenagers. Like when I'm at Super Target passing out samples and teenagers come in after school, I enjoy being around them. They're a lot of fun. They've got a lot of great energy. I love being around other happy, fun people and where we can feed off each other. It is just wonderful. And that's exactly what makes me happy, is being around other joyful, grateful people. And also I just love everybody. I have a good word for everyone. And that's just what makes me happy, being around people. Okay. And I think I may have told you this story a long time ago. When I was a little girl, I was 2.5. We were taking a trip through Yellowstone and we were on a long car trip. And I was sitting in the back seat and I started kind of, whimpering. And my mom said, "What's wrong, Dawn?" And I said, "Where are all the people? I want to see people." I just always wanted to be with people. So, what makes me happy? I know I'm kind of going on about this question. Being around people, especially happy people. That's what brings me joy the most. Okay. Next, am I a religious or a churchgoer? To be totally honest, I don't see myself as religious. I've never been a consistent churchgoer. And that's just, I did kind of grow up that way. And I've kind of taken that into my adult life. So at this time, I am not. Okay. Number 5, my best hungry girl hack: eat whatever you want. And I wish that could be my best hungry girl hack, because you don't get hungry, but you become morbidly obese, at least for me. So I'm going to tell you one recipe that sounds odd, but it really fills me up. Protein and fat fill you up. You take 3/4 of a cup of cottage cheese, a 3/4 of a scoop of chocolate protein powder, a tablespoon of cocoa powder, a tablespoon of peanut butter, and you stir it all up. Protein pudding. I eat that, and that actually fills me up. And so that is, and it's low carb. So anything that I can eat that has fat, fiber, or protein fills me up. When I eat simple carbs, it doesn't. I know that seems pretty obvious, but a bowl of cereal would not fill me up. I know I've mentioned this before. If I have cereal for breakfast, I kind of call it breakfast crack. It does not do anything for me. Even if I ate the whole box, it wouldn't fill me up. So anything that I can eat that has protein or good healthy fat in it fills me up, like the protein pudding. Okay, number 6, am I crafty? I am the worst person when it comes to craft. When I was in school, math was my best subject. I've always loved math, and I was terrible at crafts. One of my friends tried to help me. I went through a craft stage where I tried to make bows, I tried to decorate cakes. I can make a really good tasting cake, but decorating it, it was not good. And I tried to make a bow. I took a bow making class and a t-shirt making class. And one of my dear friends, who is always sweet, this is somebody from the past, said, "Dawn, I love you, but it's so bad, I can't even fix anything you did." That tells you how horrible it is. When I was in school and took art, I hated art, and most all the kids loved it but me. And my mom told me when she came to visit, she could tell which drawing was mine. And she could pick it out of any lineup out of the whole school. Because the one with stick figures was mine. And no matter what grade. So I've never been good at arts, crafts, any of that stuff. And I've tried it. Okay. Number 7, if I could invite 5 celebrities, dead or alive, who would I invite? I didn't put down 5, but you guys know I love Lucille Ball. I haven't watched the I Love Lucy, the Lucy Show, or Here's Lucy lately. I have all of the collection of it. I absolutely love it though. I could watch it over and over and never get tired of it. I have certain favorite ones that I really enjoy. Like when Lucy and Ethel go and they work in a chocolate factory, and then they come home and they've got a stomach ache, and Ricky and Fred take over the household duties. That's one of my favorites. There's a lot of them. I would definitely invite Lucille Ball. One of my favorite actresses, and I've seen, I think, all of her movies, is Betty Davis. I love Betty Davis and Joan Crawford together. I love old movies. Okay, I love to laugh. You guys know that. And there's some movies that I really like. One person, I used to love it, and it was, I think, in the early 90s, mid 90s, something like, it was in the 90s. I would love to meet Chris Farley. I thought he was absolutely hysterical. I love the Saturday Night Live skits. I really enjoy watching some of the older Saturday Night Live. In the 90s, it was super funny. And the Chris Farley, I would love to meet him. Anybody that can make me laugh. That's one of my favorite things to do, is to laugh and enjoy life. I love mysteries. I've seen all Alfred Hitchcock films that I know of, and I really enjoyed many of them. And, I don't really have a favorite, but I enjoyed a lot of them. And I love Jimmy Stewart in some of them too. I really do love a lot of old movies. So those are some of the celebrities. I'm sure I could probably come up with more. I do really enjoy movies. And I mentioned this recently. My daughter and I watched a movie with Brendan Fraser, which I thought was really well done. It's called The Whale. I am so glad he won an award, because he deserves it. I really liked it. I have Netflix and I really enjoy watching movies. And so right now on Netflix, I'm watching You, if you and I'm in season 4 on that. Let me know if any of you are watching that. I don't know. I like scary things a little bit too. I like variety. I like things that aren't boring. And so that's it. Okay, now best fish recipe. I don't know if I have one, but I love salmon. That's my favorite. And I take lemon juice and some butter and put it on top and bake that. And it's really good with a little lemon juice, lemon pepper seasoning, and olive oil or a little bit of butter and bake it. That would be my favorite. Lemon is one of my favorite. My two favorite flavors are lemon and lemon pepper. I like that on fish and things. And then my other favorite flavor that I love, and this flavor I'm about to tell you is one that a lot of people don't like. I'd be curious if you like it. I love everything with molasses. I kind of like dark flavors. Like I like blackstrap molasses. Not a lot of people really like that. And I love things with the dark flavor like gingerbread, ginger snap, molasses cookie, all of those types of things. I love the flavor of that gingerbread flavor. Curious if you guys like it. And by the way, all these questions being asked to me, if you want to answer any of these questions and share about yourself, feel welcome. No need to if you feel any of them are too personal. Okay, biggest thing I ever won. I think the biggest thing I ever won was a $100 gift card from J.C. Penney. It was in a drawing. And my other one is, what would I do with a Klondike bar? What would I do for a Klondike bar? Basically, because you know what, I love Klondike bars, but I would probably share it with somebody or give it to someone. That's probably what I would do. Now, on to two questions that I get asked all the time, and I'm just going to answer them. And if anyone else asks, I'm just going to refer them to this video. Okay, number one, I know you guys know in June I broke my neck, collarbone, sternum, and rib. I was in a horrific car accident. Well, Prepper Princess was kind enough to start a GoFundMe. I never asked for it. It was very generous. And honestly, if I wouldn't have had GoFundMe, we would have been fine. It's just one of our savings would have been depleted and I would have had to replenish it. But people said, "What'd you do with the money? What'd you do with the money?" Bottom line is it went towards medical bills. That's what it went for because insurance did not cover everything. And I kind of am on a bronze plan. So we do have to pay a lot out of pocket. I used it for medical bills. In several videos, I did thank people. I think some folks maybe didn't see that. I am extremely grateful for that GoFundMe. I never expected it. And I am just very overwhelmed and pleased and grateful to get it. And I'm just very, very happy. So I wanted to say that. That's the one question I get asked quite often. Another question that I get asked, and I've done videos on this too, is does my husband work? What's going on with my husband? Is he retired? Okay. I turned 58 the end of March. My husband turned 65 in December, and he is not retired. He basically is my support. We've been married almost 30 years. And in that 30 years, there's been times he's worked full time and maybe I've worked part time or maybe I didn't work. There's been times he's worked, and back and forth. It differs. There's times we've had full-time jobs, there's times we've had part-time jobs. There's times we've been independent contractors. The main thing is it works for our family. And so he helps me with YouTube. He helps me with demo support. He's our main chauffeur. And so he gives me rides to what I need to go to. It works for our family and we're fine with it. And so that's all there is to say about it. Just because you don't go out and work a 9 to 5 job doesn't mean you don't work. He's an excellent support to me, and everyone in our house contributes. And so I'm extremely grateful to my family. And especially when I had that car wreck, my family really stepped up to the plate and they basically, just were there for me 24/7. So I'm really, really grateful. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to leave them below, or maybe I can do another Q&A, but I think I answered all of these. I am extremely grateful to all of you guys. If you have any video ideas, feel free to go ahead and send them over to me, and I would be happy to do videos on it. I just kind of go in order, and if it's something that I'm able to do. I've done quite a few of them so far. So that's all I have to say, guys. I want to tell each and every one of you that I'm extremely appreciative. And I want to tell you something nice that people said about you guys. I've had other subscribers and other YouTube channels, I've had them come over and say to me, wow, your subscribers are so nice and so intelligent. Somebody even said that you guys give really good tips and tricks yourself, and that you're very gracious and really kind in the comments, and that I have the most wonderful subscribers. I have to agree. You guys are wonderful, lovable, and awesome. I love you. I appreciate you. And I sure hope to see you on tomorrow morning's video. Thank you and God bless.